Here goes nothing. Galaxy, are you alive? In 3, 2, 1. We've got action. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, back in the basement for Galaxy. I think I have the answer today for what my issue is. I made a post on the Pinball Repair Help Group. I would like to take credit for this myself, and I was going to pretend to be the guy who solved the problem, but it is not I. I made a post, and actually, I think the first guy who noticed what the issue probably is with my machine is Eric Swanson. So shout out, I think you're onto something. So if you haven't seen any other episode of the Galaxy, the issue is that Galaxy has mostly come to life, but I have some weird issues. All my solenoids are getting 5 volts instead of 43. So, and in and amongst probably other issues, since there is some wiring that is probably wrong, and I could have blown up lots of stuff. Hopefully I didn't. I don't think I did, but it definitely was risky what I did by not triple checking my work before powering it on after changing the rectifier board. So, secondly, thanks again to Wally16 for sending the box of goodies. That was awesome fun to go through. I've already started populating my basement with a few things I'll show you in a minute. But check out Wally16 on Pinside. He does amazing restorations, and you go look and see what he has for sale, and you can see all the awesome machines and restorations he's done. Here, have a look. I'll show you what I've populated thus far from the box of goodies. This sign, good job guys, Walter. And now I gotta remember where I put things. My Marco sticker. Isn't that kind of like Galactic Tank Force-ish? Well, and Attack from Mars-ish, but you know, Galactic Tank Force just came out, so it seems very apt. Is that even the word? And I've got my Congo keychain up there, and I think there's one other thing. What was it? Oh yeah, Spooky Pinball Podcast keychain. And I was right. I did have already a black rose, so now Kevin has the other one, so that works out perfect. I think that's it. I got the other pile of goodies over here that I will sort through, find a home for this little robot dude. You can start him off right here, potentially. And I ran out of Novus, so I've got to transfer some from the big jug to the small jug. But the issue that Eric Swanson mentioned when I posted on the Pinball Repair Help Group, I showed a photo of my power supply rectifier board. And this is where we at. Okay. That J1 connector. Let's zoom in. What does that actually say? J1 pin 9 not used in all games. Oh, what do you know? So Eric had the keen eye and noticed that this is a 9-pin connector. I think all the new rectifier boards come with 9 pins, but only a couple machines use the 9th pin. So when I was looking at my Magic J1 connector, I was like, okay, white goes on the right, then the 2 blue, red on the left. But what I didn't think about was that there's the extra pin on this connector. So I need to move the 3 wires on the right back one so that they're in the actual correct spot. So hopefully there's no damage that was done. I don't think there is, but pretty sure my solution to all my issues is moving these 3 wires back, leaving that 9th pin out of the equation. That only is applicable on a couple games. I think maybe Space Invaders and possibly Future Spa, but I gotta get this call. I'll be right back. Okay, that was the Lawnmower Man. Well, it was actually my lawnmower guy. I bought another lawnmower off him yesterday for the one rental property, and I joked with him over the years I've been buying lawnmowers off him. He's just like a cool old dude living, in a residential home, doing lawnmowers out of his garage. And I was like, Joe, I got to get a card off you. Buy 10 lawnmowers, get one free. Because over the last 10 years, I must be close. Anyway, I'm going to move some wires over and see what happens. So I think we have the answer. Fingers are crossed. Hope is high. So Galaxy, hopefully coming to life on the next clip. We'll see. Okay, the deed has been done. How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10 that everything's going to work now? Or at least for the most part. Not all fucky like it was before. Okay, this is the big test. And here we go. Galaxy in 3, 2, 1. We know the CPU is going to boot up. We know the displays are going to work, the GI is going to work, the insert lighting is going to work. Just a matter of solenoids and switches. So I wasn't able to start a game. And solenoids were getting 5 volts. So, all right. How should we do this? We try and start a game? Would that be most fun? Who commented on the key to success? Shall we bust this out again? Let's see if we actually have success this time. All right, come on, baby. Too bad no sound yet, but if this is all working for the most part as it should, then I think sound will be the next thing. Come on, credits. Oh, no. What? Did I blow up the switch matrix? Did I put friggin' 40 volts through the switch matrix? Why? What is happening? Let's try the other side quick. Okay. Credits, please. No credits. Damn, what's going on? Stern Games don't have free play on these all-tech boards. So, okay, I guess we're just going to go into solenoid test. This is the big one. I really am hopeful. So, here goes nothing. Yeah, that's better. Oh, cool. Memory drops. And slings, drops, kicker, pops. Everything is good. All right, that's awesome. So, displays are happy. There it is. Let's shut that up. Thank you, Eric, for spotting that. And I think a couple others. I think Mitch Ayers pointed that out. Russell McIntyre. A couple other guys there in the repair group. Slash buddies. So we are well on our way now. That's satisfying. I mean, I undid a lot of hacks. I guess I say we, because I do get help from fellow pinball repairers, enthusiasts. Got a couple suggestions in chat on a video, like Carlos. I think he mentioned some things to try out. But it's kind of a team effort, It's just not me on my own. Definitely get some help, and I needed it on this one. So we're in good shape. Look at this. Out hole, even kicked over. So the next thing I gotta figure out is why we have switch issue. This is switch issue. Number 9. Maybe, possibly, we're gonna find out what number 9 is. I don't think it's this drop target. It could be though. Damn it. I can play this game for a while, I feel like. Yep. Okay. Can I reach in there and manually pop these guys up? There we go. Does 9 go away? Uh-huh. So 33 is closed. Okay. I gotta trace and track all these switches that are closed. Let's go see what 33 is. Before I go too far, I have one small prediction. that maybe it's the tilt switch capacitor is bad and that it is stuck in a state of tilt. It's just a theory. It's happened to me on a couple occasions. So we'll see. We're getting close to the, here. I guess we're pretty much here. Where are you? Switch identification. What's number 33? Open. What? 33 is supposed to be open? Well, how the hell how am I supposed? I don't understand that, because if a lower switch is triggered, only a higher switch will show up on the display. So ball kicker, top left rollover wire. So if 33 is closed and it's supposed to be open, that's something weird. But I'm only going to be able to activate any switch that is higher that will actually show up on the display. So let's go 40 is saucer. See if my theory is right. These switch tests are very, you know, prehistoric. So this switch, was it saucer? Hey, I can't see and reach at the same time. Okay, hold down that. Yeah, that is not showing up. Okay, I'm gonna mess around here and see what I can figure out. I think any switch that is, oh, it's the opposite. Okay, so I can't show any switch that's higher than number 33, possibly, but I can show the switches that are lower. The fact that we have a switch closed is probably an issue, so I'm gonna mess with that, but hey, that's progress. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. It is true on this era of Stern, if there's a switch closed, it will only show switches that are lower numbered, because this, and this are all higher than switch 33, but I'll close those and none of them show up. But if I hit lower numbers, 15, 16, this is in lanes here, they will show up. So I need to figure out what 33 is and clear that before I can proceed further. Okay, here's what I've discovered so far. This switch does not work. This switch does work. This switch does not work. And switch 33 in the manual, it shows, it confused me as open. I'm not exactly sure why it shows like that. I've never really seen that before, and I got stumped there. Then I realized I should just scroll down a bit. And sure enough, there we go. Switch 33 appears to be the trough switch. So I think I'm on to something. Well, what do we have here? Focus. That is definitely closed. So if I open this guy up, oh, see, it's just kind of like had a little drag. This blade is catching on that piece there. Okay, that I can just loosen off these screws, turn the whole switch, don't even need to loosen the screws. And that might be, I'll have to bend that out a little bit. That doesn't need to be that friggin' close, but use my switch tool for that. But yeah, there we go. We've got our 0 we've been striving for. I wonder if this happens to work now. No. Okay, well that's why part of the reason we had trouble starting a game. So that can't be too difficult to figure out, so I'll be back. Alright, I figured out why this switch is not working. Take a close look. That could have been my abuse of the key to success. Pop this wire off. So now, if I hold that on there, oh, sorry, and try the start button. I wonder if that'll work now. I'm gonna have to set you down. I'll just give you the play-by-play. Here we go. That is not the best view in town, but this is the only way I can do this live. Okay, holding the wire in so you can see. You can kind of see me holding the wire. And looking at the switch test. And yes! Start button now works. Boom! Okay. And the switch for the... Where am I? Ooh, sorry about that. That was a disaster. But now this switch is going to work. Start button switch is going to work. We are moving along. Okay, it's actually been like 3 or 4 or 5 days since the last take. And we left off at this switch here. I discovered that it was off, so now it is on, thereby engaging this switch to actually function properly, as well as the start switch. So I think that there is a reasonable chance we might be able to flip our first game. I know that's wishful thinking, but at some point you got to think it, and now is the point. So let's fire this guy on. And I'm gonna have to add a credit. This is my new adding credit device here. This little alcohol wipe. We go down to the switch there, stick it in the cranny there, and you'll hear it click. Oh, well, it must be set for 10 credits maximum, because one click I think took me up to 10, possibly. Anyway, we have credits, and we think the start button works. So I even was wishful enough to bring my tripod in case it works, and we can play our first ball. So here goes nothing. Galaxy, are you alive? In 3, 2, 1. We've got action. All right. Yeah, sweet. Remember I said before, like, after I changed the power supply, I'm like, hey, no steps backwards. Well, that was not true in the end, because I wired up that power supply incorrect. And so there was backward steps, I guess, in a way. But that doesn't matter anymore, because we are live. Let's zoom out a bit more so we can see the score and kind of see to what degree of functionality we have here. But here it is. We got flippers. First game of Galaxy. Oh, I forgot about the skill shot there. Okay. We think we know all the solenoids work. Oh, that in lane spots a target when lit. I didn't realize that, so that dropped down one of my targets. That's cool. Okay. Sound a little extra frisky going on here. Lots of clanging and banging. Yeah, there's the drop target spot. Spinner is, yeah, it gave me some points. Switches seem to be working. Are we set for 3 balls? Yeah, okay. There's some weird stuff going on. Drop targets like resetting twice and the out holes kicking more than once. But that's okay. That's all of the fine tuning process. Saucer works up there. Hey, there's the GI relay. I just got an extra ball, I guess. I don't know how the heck I would have done that. Oh, I spelt Galaxy. And now, every time I go in that zone up there, I get 2,000 for each letter. So 6, 8, 10, 12,000. 2,000 for each letter. That is lit plus 3,000. So 15,000 a pop there. Let's see if that math adds up. Oh my god, you could just rinse and repeat that all day long. Potentially. So these fat rubbers on these in lanes I think I'll put on more thin rubbers like these guys. They're kind of like impeding the ball a little bit, and these rubbers are kind of fat too. Also, these lane guides are all smashed up, so they're kind of impeding the aisle as well. But this is it. We have success. We have life. We are playing Galaxy. It has happened. So everything would have been so much more smooth if I just pinned that connector properly the first time. It was fun to try and diagnose what the issue was, but once again, the issue was myself. That's okay. That's how we learn. We just got to remember what we learned, right? So we don't repeat. Look at that, 200,000 even. Okay, that is awesome. So next order of business, I believe I'm going to try and get the soundboard connected, that connector in the cabinet, see if I can get that repinned and get some tunes going on. So sweet. So far, so good. This is awesome. Okay, so I took a little break from electronics and decided to do some more simple, mindless activities as removing plastics and posts and rubbers and pop bumper caps and just kind of getting the Playfield prepped here. So everything went pretty smooth. There's some couple incorrect screws and all kinds of incorrect rubbers, like most of the posts are supposed to have these and had these friggin' tires on them. So that would make the game play even, you know, crappier than it should. This is actually almost a little bit small. That's kind of puny, but so really incorrect rubbers, some incorrect screws. This sling kicker is a little bit wobbly, but you know, I forgot on some of these games that these posts are like mounted from underneath and you slide off the post like such. And there are 3 such of those guys on this machine, but I remember seeing that somewhere else. Just those posts do that. The rest are normal, and then they're, you know, you just use a little nut there for the top. But all the lane guides removed. Playfield is looking pretty good all in all. There's a, oh yeah, look at this. Somebody tried to touch this up with, it looks like just marker or Sharpie or something. A ball track that goes along there, but all in all, not too bad for a Galaxy. A little bit of chewiness going on there. And yeah, so I'll show you. There's a lot of these screws and posts on this machine, especially with all the clear plastics underneath. So it was good that I stumbled across this new plastic set with all the new clear plastics and colored, of course, because for the most part they're in good shape, but the one main plastic here, it came in like 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces and is cracked over here. So the machine really needs the new plastic set more so than I thought initially. If I'm going new plastics, I probably should get new pop bumper caps. You know, that would look nice. So I'm going to have to start making a parts list. I need flipper rebuild kit, including flipper bats, anti-stroke switches. I'm going to need some pop bumper caps probably. And I think there's more I'm forgetting, but the list is beginning. I'm going to putter around a little bit more. So I'll be back. Okay, next order of business is testing all the Playfield switches. So I think I've tested pretty much every one. Actually, this saucer here I didn't really check, but I know that works. But I did run into a drop target that is not working. So I'll drop it here. Doesn't register. Try and close the switch. Still not registering. So upon closer examination, can you see what the issue is? Give you a couple seconds here. That's a little hint. Well, I think the answer Well, look at these diodes here. Those look original because this one looks different, and the band appears to be on the wrong side. So I think I'm going to change out this diode, put the band on the other side, and hopefully that will resolve that, and then all my switches should be good. Okay, upon closer examination, there's more going on here than meets the eye. This ground wire does not carry over to this lug, and this diode is going to a side lug. None of these diodes go to a side lug, and this side lug is up here. These side lugs are down there. So I wonder if this whole switch has been changed out at some point. Anyway, I think it is wired up wrong also, or at least the diode should be between the top two lugs, and I might need to add a ground common wire between these two guys possibly, or do I? Maybe not. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But there's definitely something going on there that shouldn't be. Alright, it's time for me to wrap things up tonight. The bad news is that I haven't quite sorted out this situation yet. I'm awaiting a photo from someone just to confirm. I tried to dry fit the diode and I can't get it to a position that it's working yet. So if I can get a photo off someone, then I can definitely get that sorted out. My kind of just random testing isn't yielding any results. I didn't sort out this connector issue yet. So that's the bad news. Good news is we have life. We have, you know, a playable Galaxy, and it's flipping, it's popping, and it's a banging. So we made it this far. So now it's just all the dialing in and fine tuning, which is half the fun. So I will continue on the next episode. So hopefully we can sort that out soon. All right, thanks for watching.